Momento PitStop de hoje, aproveitar que a gente está com o Ayao Komatsu, chefe de equipe da Haas. Ayao, I would like to know, during your Formula 1 years
Career.
the best race that you ever been part, and if you can change or restart a race again, which race do you restart?
Wow, that's a difficult question. I don't know how many races I've done. I've been doing this for like 21 years or something. But best race, again, I think Romain's Spa 2015, because Spa that weekend, Belgian Grand Prix, we started the weekend not knowing if we can race or not because we had an issue with our top management. We haven't paid. We are sued by Charouz. Yeah. So yeah, everything when we turned up on Wednesday morning was locked up. So started the weekend without knowing we can actually run the car. We couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
to start off with, we legally couldn't run the car. So going from that on our knees to actually Sunday, Romain giving us the podium, I think that I don't remember the details anymore, but I remember thinking back then that drive from Romain was the best I've seen. So it was amazing, from going from not being able to race to actually give us podium.
Wow.
That was an amazing moment. That year was a very, very difficult year. We had a good engine, Mercedes engine, but financially we were in such a huge trouble. I remember Bernie saving us in Suzuka as well. Yeah, again, when we turned up to Suzuka, because we haven't paid any bills at the circuit, we couldn't even go to our catering. We didn't have lights, also power in the garage.
Wow.
We didn't have internet. So I remember I was chief race engineer, right? But then because there's no internet, there's no point bringing race and performance and controls engineers to the track. This is Thursday, day before we run.
God.
So I left all my engineers back in the hotel to work with internet, right? And then, but then of course I came to the track because I'm responsible for trackside engineering and the whole race team. And then I remember we are building the car with temporary lighting because we haven't paid the circuit, so they didn't give us the power, and then we couldn't obviously to fire up the car. As you know, we have to send lots of files, but without internet we couldn't do it. So I had to get one control engineer guy. I don't know if you remember Gavin, to the circuit with his file on the USB stick, put it onto Mercedes laptop connected to our car to fire up the car. It was ridiculous. But again, then Bernie felt sorry for us that we didn't have any catering facility. So Bernie let us eat at his facility, right? Yeah. But he said, just you guys, no top management. That's great. So we put our pit board sign saying, thank you, Bernie.
That story that you just mentioned right now, it's beautiful because everyone that watches Formula One, they have a completely different perspective about Formula One. They first think that all the teams are completely rich and wealthy and everything.
But very different.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But what you just said right now, it's a really, really cool situation.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a disastrous situation when you were living it, but to come out, and from inside your heart, just straight out, just tell us what happened. It's awesome.
But also, you know what? What that taught me was, again, even in such a difficult situation, we at Enstorm, team Enstorm, we are just united. None of us are depressed about it. We understand the situation is not ideal, but everybody was trying to find a solution, how we can do the best job possible. It was brilliant. That shows you, if you work as a team, what you can achieve. And then again, Spa, of course, it's a disaster when you turn up like this. Again, very first I heard was obviously our truckies goes to the event first, right? And then when they turned up at Brussels, I think we took a train to Brussels, then truckies, they couldn't get a rent-a-car because rent-a-car bills weren't paid. So started from there, even to get to the circuit was a struggle, right? But then again, everybody is trying to find the solution and then just got on with it. And then Romain drove unbelievable race.
That was with Kimi and Roma?
15 was still Kimi. I can't remember. It was certainly Roman. I can't remember if it was with Kimi or
Petrov.
not. No, 15. No, 15 is not Petrov. I honestly can't remember anymore. Sorry. But I just remember Roman giving us a podium. Yeah. So again, it just shows that no matter how adverse the situation is, if you stick together, if you have a good team spirit, that's what you can achieve. So again, with our team, I know that we are such a small team and then with the very limited budget. But again, I just saw lots of potential in individuals. So if we work together, create a proper team spirit, I thought we can achieve a lot more. I didn't imagine we can fight for P6 in the championship. No, but I knew that we can do an awful lot better.
Yeah.
So no, it's so that's what I mean by I use every single experience I had over, last
It
48 years.
was Romain Grosjean, Pastor Maldonado.
Pastor,
Maldonado.
yeah,
Pastor
Pastor,
Maldonado.
yeah.
Yeah, was
Thank you, yeah.
Was it the other driver? Nice. A race to restart.
Race to restart.
Restart in what way? Like to do it again
To
because
do
it
it
was
again,
great?
yeah, because some decision was made wrong, or
to do it differently?
yeah, to do different.
Well, the very recent one in US, Austin, we shouldn't have pitted Kevin again, right? That was clear mistake. But again, in our job, we have to make so many decisions. And then, yes, I'm a perfectionist and I get really annoyed if everything don't go perfect. But at the same time, you got to be a bit more balanced, especially in my position. If I'm so angry that we didn't do everything perfect, that will have a negative impact on our team, right? So I have to be, even though if I'm fuming inside, sometimes I put more balanced face. But that Kevin, to stop him again in Austin, that was absolute disaster. But again, I know why it happened, the messy communication and everything. But you have to learn from mistakes. That's all you can do, right? And also, if I did it again, that Roman in 2013 Japan. So we qualified well, and then Roman had a good start. We went into turn 1, P1. So we are leading the race against 2 Red Bulls. So we are Roman P1, Sebastian P2, Mark Webber P3. And then we knew that we couldn't beat Sebastian because you got 1 versus 2 cars. One of them is going to pit early. We have to cover them. Sebastian's going to go and win the race. That's kind of exactly what happened, but we should have at least got P2. But then I can't remember exactly. I think it was some sort of a blue flag situation where between me and Roman, we weren't great in terms of communication. We lost the place to Weber, finished third. But yeah, if we had got that P2 in Japan, that would have been amazing. But there's so many races like that. But yeah,
It's easy to go back and
like Monaco. Monaco. Like 2014 in Monaco, Roman was so quick. Every single practice session, I think he was in top 3. And the FP3 again on the soft tire, he was top 3 somewhere. I can't remember, maybe even P1, I can't remember. But anyway, so Monaco, tires already done, right, back then. And then I called him in. But then in sector 3 on the in-lap, Roman said, can I do one more lap? Of course, I should have said no, but I said, okay, do it. Rear tires already grained, by the way. You can see on the onboard that rear tires already grained, so it's got very little grip. Then goes into turn 1, brake at exactly the same point as new tire, massive shunt. Right, massive shunt. That's end of FP3. Then back then, there was only 2 hours between FP3 and the quali. So yeah, to have the car repaired for that moment was really, really tough. But then that was amazing because, so cars destroyed, then Q1 started, then we are still working on the car, nowhere near close to be finishing. And Q1's 18 minutes, right? But then amazing thing was, so we are on the right-hand side of the garage. As soon as Kimi's car went out, all Kimi's mechanic from left-hand side garage came to our car. So everybody was working on our car. And I remember shouting to my number, come on, we need to get the car. Just fucking get the car on the ground and send it. And then my number telling me, yeah, we're just fucking crazy. We haven't even bred the brakes nowhere. And I just fucking press it a few times to send it, So it was like this. It was complete, but not a chaos, but yeah, it was
controlled chaos.
But it's amazing how the team comes together, and we managed to send the car out, right, with probably only 1 time lap left, and then Romain goes, I think at least one sector was purple. That feeling in the garage, when said, wow, right?
Yeah.
So that was high, but then in the end, I think we had the traffic in Q2 and we are out in Q2. Yeah. So that was a sad ending. But that Q1, that moment, again, the whole team comes together. You are in the garage, send the car out, Romain does purple sector, you cannot beat that feeling. And then later on, I found that because it's a hydraulic suspension era, so our setup sheet has all the hydraulic setting and mechanical setting all together. And then to make the hydraulic suspension work, everything had to be done together. But our rear end mechanic, really good mechanic, but he took a decision, okay, we don't have time to set everything. So I think I was gonna like this one to be correct, but this one he doesn't mind to be incorrect. So he only did part of the setup sheet. And he told me after the session with pride, yeah, you'll be proud because I've done this for you, but to send the car out, I didn't do this. I said, you what? You only did this. And Jason, this is hydraulic suspension. So if you don't do this, it's all messed up. I said, oh. So then you realize, so we send the car out with completely messed up rear end setting, but then for Roman to do purple, Monaco, driver, mentality, it tells you everything, right? It was, it's, but those are the moments like you never forget. It's amazing.
Isso aí, grandes histórias da Fórmula 1 nesse nosso Momento PitStop. E olha só, tá precisando de peça pro seu carro? Você sabe, o melhor lugar é a rede PitStop e você pode pedir da maneira que você quiser. Pode ser no WhatsApp, no site ou por telefone. Então, fique ligado. Precisa de peça? Peça é na PitStop.
Peça é na PitStop, a maior rede de autopeças do Brasil. Peça na loja, pelo WhatsApp ou site.
PitStop!